Good morning. I pray everybody's having a good day today and they're ready for a great start for an amazing week and another winning week at that. Another winning week at that. Man, y'all, I don't know about y'all, but man, this weather, oh my God, it's kind of hard to get right from this weather. Man, every time you look around, the weather's changing. Yesterday was amazing weather. I enjoyed it. What's up, Miss Carlos? Good morning to you. How you doing over on the conference line 5606 and 5825? Waiting on some people to tap in. So if you have somebody, what's up, Sister Nadia over on YouTube? Listen, if y'all want somebody else to be a part of this 10-minute tune-up so they can have a winning week, I want y'all to tap them in. What's up, Brother George? How you doing? Let's get them tapped in. Let's text them or share this post with them so they can be a part as well. And this is going to be a 10-minute tune-up that is going to elevate your faith, increase your faith, expand your faith, and cause your faith to be stronger. So listen, y'all. We're in the middle of March. The first quarter is just about over. Oh my God, this year is passing by fast. So y'all better get a cracking if you got something on the agenda to make happen, to get going, because this year is not waiting on nobody. 2025 is not gonna wait on anybody at all. At all. So let's get our time started, because I know you guys got a lot to do. I got some things that I need to have done and have accomplished. So we're gonna get right at this 10-minute tune-up. So let me get my time started here. All right, so here's what we're going to talk about today. Now, everybody has desires. Everybody has things that they're believing for. And everybody, I believe, have great expectations for what they need to have done. I don't care whether it's in your family, whether it's in your career, whether it has to do with your health. We all have something that we have great expectation for. And for those of us that are believers, it's crucial for us to have that expectation and that hope. Well, Pastor, why is it so different for those of us that are Christian? The reason why is because Hebrews, the 11th chapter, said faith is the substance of things hoped for. If we have faith, then it's something we're hoping for. We have our faith on something. We don't just have arbitrary faith. We don't just have aimless faith. We don't just have faith that is just sitting around on the shelf waiting. No, we have faith that is connected to something, and that's what the writer of Hebrews says. He says faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things seen. And so what's connected to that faith has to be a seriousness. That's what I want to talk about today. If you are really serious about the thing that you're believing for, then there must be some, as James says in the first chapter of James, there must be some actions that's associated with it. Yeah, there must be some things connected to that faith, right? There's some action connected. There's some movement, if you will. There's got to be something that's tangible happening with that. I know as Christians, what we tend to do is have this cliche-ish term that we generally doesn't go anywhere, which is, I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on God. Okay, you're waiting on God, but in the midst of you waiting on God, what are you doing while you're waiting on God? Because James says faith without works is dead. So you got to be doing something. And one of the things that the reason why this word serious is a great word to focus in on is because that's what God is looking for. He's searching for. He's searching to see if you are serious. He tested Abraham to see if he was serious when he was going to offer up his son Isaac. He tested him. He allowed him to go all the way up that mountain, take Isaac with him, take firewood, take a knife to kill him, and to take fire. He took fire with him. And when he got through the process of setting up, he raised his hand to slay his son Isaac. God called out to him and say, steady your hand, hold up, Abraham. Now I know you serious. Why? Because you got some actions along with what you're expecting. I told you I told you that that I was going to give you a son. I gave you the son that I told you I was going to give, and I need to know if you're serious about me, if you're serious about your belief in me, if you're serious about how you feel towards me. Are you a serious person about your future and believing that I'm going to make you a great nation? Are you serious enough to believe me? And I got to test that. I got to test to see if you serious. And so in that testing to see if we serious, we're going to need a strategy, y'all. Things don't just happen. It must be planned. Everybody has to have a strategy. You know, what are you going to do and how you going to do it? We got to have a strategy. I know sometimes we get tired of sometimes hearing the same old things, but the truth of the matter is repetition is important, right? Constant review is the student's glue. If you continue to do something, continue to say something, or continue to hear something, it sticks with you. And so if you're going to be proactive and progressive in what you're believing for, then you got to have a strategy. You got to put something in place. You got to have a strategy for it. And that strategy can come from God, or the strategy can be something that you've seen others do. I don't know why we have this notion that if in order for things to be called our own, we can't use anybody else's proven success. You just make it your own. Yeah. We don't want to be seen as imitators. I don't want to do like nobody else. I want to do my own thing. Yeah, you could do your own thing. Undermine your ability to show God that you're serious. Undermine your ability to show God that you're serious about him. And I think sometimes we try to play the middle. Elder Dexter, we try to play the middle. We don't play the middle road, right? We want to be in the world, but we also want to be Christians. We want to be, we want to be in love, but then we don't want to be totally committed. We want to be that. But in order for you gotta sanctify. You gotta sanctify your mind. You gotta sanctify your heart. You gotta sanctify your actions. If you're serious about a thing, then you gotta be sanctified to that thing. You gotta be totally committed to the thing that you say that you're expecting, believing for, and desiring. I'm committed to that. If you say you're committed to losing weight, then you gotta sanctify yourself from unhealthy eating. You gotta sanctify yourself towards exercise. The word sanctify means set apart, right? It's a religious word. Yes, it's a spiritual word, but to look at situations and circumstances through the lenses of, how do I say it? You're going to have to sanctify it. You're going to have to scrutinize the things that you're involved in. I don't know if I could not give you a definition for it. Yeah. Is this right to do? Should I be doing this? And I'll use the analogy of weight loss, because all of us are familiar with that, or maybe has been familiar with it. When I talk about scrutinizing, I'm saying that you need to evaluate whether or not it's proper, whether or not you should be doing it, whether or not it's something that, okay, let me give you an example. In your relationship with God, you need to scrutinize the relationships that you have with people. If you are in a toxic peer relationship when it comes to your relationship with God, you got to scrutinize that relationship. In this relationship with this individual, am I more committed to God, or am I less committed to God? Can they get me to do things that will be counterproductive to my relationship with God or not? And in that moment, scrutinize that relationship. I got to scrutinize the things that I eat. I got to scrutinize the things that I eat. Is this going to be okay for me if I'm trying to lose weight? You know, I really love donuts, but can I eat 2 or 3 donuts every single day if I say I'm going to lose weight? If I say that that I want to build myself up mentally and emotionally, can I be listening to this music or watching these things on TV? That's screwed. I gotta maybe not do this, or is this okay? I gotta maybe not do this, or is this okay? Right? And so I'm giving you a list of things, and the list of things that I'm actually giving you are things that's critical to determining whether or not you're serious. If for no other reason you involve yourself in these things that I'm talking about this morning, if for no other reason you're doing it because you want to let God know you're serious, because God judges the heart. The Bible talks about in Hebrews that God is a judger of man's heart. He wants to look in your heart to see if you're serious. That's how he judges you. Sometimes he judges your heart by your actions. That's what he did with Abraham. Okay, you say you serious? Okay, well, offer your son Isaac. Offer your son. You say you serious. You really believe that I'm going to cause you to be we want it to be 2 things. Number 1, comfortable and convenient. Yeah, I want it to be comfortable. I don't want to have to suffer. I don't want to have to do too much. Comfortable and convenient can be hindrances to you receiving the things that you're really wanting to receive. Amen. So listen, let's get serious. Let's get serious about the things we're believing for. Let's get serious about our relationship with God and pleasing him. Let's get serious about our family, and let's get serious about our health and our well-being. And I believe our seriousness will be determined by the actions that we have. Amen. All right, y'all. Let's go out there. Let's make the devil a liar. Let's make the devil a liar. Let's go out and win some stuff this week. Let's start stacking some wins, because I know that every time you testify, every time you celebrate a win, it makes him mad. It makes the devil mad. So we want to sacrifice and celebrate the wins that we have. Let's start stacking these wins up, y'all. Let's start stacking these wins up. All right, I'm out. Y'all have a great and amazing week. And I look forward to being with you again in this 10-minute tune-up. All right, I love y'all.